Good afternoon. My name is Claire Morgan Davies from Scotland Rural College, and I'm going to give you an update on TechCare, a project looking at innovative technologies to improve small ruminant welfare. So a brief outline of my talk. I will give you some context and then present the project, the objective, steps and output, the activity so far, and what we're planning for the next step. So first of all, a bit of context for the project. In Europe, there is roughly 98 million sheep and goat, but if we add Norway and Israel, it's an additional 3 million animals. These animals are found in challenging environments, often based on natural feed resources. But the systems are quite diverse. We've got dairy and meat, and they are extensive, semi-intensive, or intensive systems. They are also very much part of the landscape, the tradition, and the cultural heritage of the places where they are found. In terms of labor, sheep and goat farm employ 1.5 million people, which is 7% of the 22 million working on EU farm. But the income level per annual labor unit is much lower than for all EU farm. So to summarize, the sheep and goat system play a crucial role for the economy, society, biodiversity, and maintaining a cultural heritage. However, the issues of lack of labor could have a severe impact on the attention and the care the animal receive. Now, in the context of welfare and precision livestock farming, we know that PLF is widely adopted in high-value animal sector, but not necessarily in sheep and goats, as they are often considered to have a lower individual value or less economic interest. However, there is very significant welfare and production efficiency advantage that could be achieved by applying PLF in this context. As well, the welfare of sheep and goats is often overlooked, as these animals are generally less frequently kept in the type of confinement systems that can cause the greatest public concern. But sheep and goats still experience welfare challenges. So the question is, can we manage welfare in small ruminant systems using PLF? So it's in this context that the project TechCare was funded by the European Commission. It was in answer to a call around improving animal welfare. It's an innovative action type of project. We started in September last year, and the project will last for 4 years. We are focusing very much on sheep and goat farming system. 9 countries are involved, and we've got 19 partners in total. In terms of production covered, we've got dairy goats in Norway and Greece, sheep meat in the UK, Ireland, France, Spain, and Israel, and dairy sheep in Romania, Italy, France, and Spain. The consortium, as I said, has got 19 partners and 9 countries, and we are a mixture of academic and industry partners. So the objective of TechCare. The idea is to propose innovative and cost-effective technologies to improve welfare management in small ruminant systems. But we want technologies that are adapted to the small ruminant production. We want to consider the whole production chain. We want to have adapted early warning system for the farmer or the transporter, for example, and we need to use appropriate business model. So we've got 5 key steps in the project. The first one is to prioritize the welfare challenge and issues. The second step will be to identify potential innovative technology solutions. The third step is to validate the solution that we found in the different and real condition on pilot and commercial farm. Fourth step will be to define appropriate business model. And finally, it's a 5th step. It's really all around the project. We want to communicate widely the result to the small ruminant sectors and beyond. So we have 2 main outputs of the project. The first one is ready-to-use PLF solution for small ruminant welfare management across Europe, which will be tested and validated. And the second one is to have a series of guidelines of blueprint for adapted solutions that are not quite ready to be widely adopted or deployed at a larger scale. So at the center of the project, we've got the improvement of animal welfare in small ruminant systems along the value chain. Alongside, we've got the innovative technologies that can be brought by PLF, and it's how to select, test, and validate these tools. And attached to that, the data science, all the data coming from these tools, and how to develop early warning system. We also have very much consultation with stakeholders with their knowledge and feedback that are very useful. And we also have how to develop innovative business model for company, consumer, etc. So work package 1 is really dealing with that stakeholder engagement. Work package 2 is really to do with the animal welfare. Work package 3, 4, and 5 are around the selection, the testing, the validation, and the data coming from this PLF tool. And work packages is around the innovative business model. So what have we done so far? In terms of activities in work package 2, we've done an inventory of welfare issues and indicators for sheep. And these indicators have been used in activity around stakeholder engagement. We've done a series of national workshops in the 9 countries. And based on that welfare issue list, we've done a prioritization according to the stakeholders. Alongside these, we also looked at the innovative technology tool. So in work package 3, the PLF technology for welfare, we've created an inventory of all that was available. In work package 4, the existing data sources within the consortium have been again listed and in an inventory. And in work package 5, we looked at pilot large-scale studies and look at the preliminary protocol for these studies. And finally, in work package 6, we've done an exhaustive market data analysis for the small ruminant sector, both in Europe and within the consortium. So in terms of the animal welfare in work package 2, more detail will be given by my colleague Kathy Dwyer in the session later on. And my colleague Eva Sossidou from Greece in work package 1 will also give you more detail about the stakeholder engagement later on in the session. And finally, Ilan Gonzalez-Garcia in work package 3 will also present you more results about the inventory of the PLF technology for welfare. So what's planned for the next activities? So next year, we're hoping to have more stakeholder engagement on the potential PLF tool for small ruminant welfare. We will also start testing the PLF technology on the pilot farm. And the pilot farm, as you can see on the map, we'll have one looking at dairy goats in Norway, 2 pilots in the UK looking at sheep meat, and 1 in France looking at sheep meat, and 1 in France looking at dairy sheep. In Italy, 1 pilot farm looking at dairy sheep, and in Israel, 1 pilot farm looking at meat sheep. We will also start designing models and templates for the data collection coming out of all the pilots and start doing the algorithm. And the appropriate business model will be even more refined and defined. Then the next stage is, and probably not next year, but the year after, we'll deploy in the large-scale commercial farms promising tools that have been looked at in the pilot farm. The large scale will be based in Ireland for meat sheep and in Spain for meat sheep. Dairy sheep will be covered in Spain, France, and Romania. And finally, dairy goats will be covered in Greece. So that was a quick overview of TechCare project. I want to thank all my partners and my colleagues and the European Commission for funding the project. And lastly, just to let you know that we do have a Twitter account and a Facebook account and a brand new website. So please have a look and visit us. So thanks for your attention, and any question, I'm ready to answer them.